What if the world during World War II played out actually like a giant battle royale? Oh, and also, what if literally any country here could win? That is including some very big fan favorites like Tanutuva, Liberia down here in Africa, even little old Luxembourg in Europe. 'Cause that's the biggest thing here on the map during World War II. A lot of the territory is just controlled by a handful of nations. There's really not a whole lot of small countries here on the earth at this time, except in Latin America. They still have a lot of other places like in Africa, Asia, and then of course all around the world, Oceania. They're controlled by others. Although actually, I do believe the British Commonwealth have been broken down. Canada is independent. It isn't under the UK right now. Denmark's got all of this. They got Iceland as well. I feel like I've never seen Yugoslavia win a battle royale in World War II. I kind of would like to see that. I actually am willing to guarantee there's going to be a really random country that wins. It's not going to be like one of the big seven. The big seven being Japan, China, the UK, the Soviet Union, America, France, Germany. Did I say seven? Maybe Italy too. I think that's it. I mean, technically it's possible for even Mexico or Brazil to win. They don't tend to do a whole lot in World War II scenarios, at least the battle royales that I put on. But this is really their one opportunity to do something huge. So immediately, France has expanded into UK territory. I guess we're not going to see the same allies as we're used to. Oh, wait, that was huge. They already moved across the English Channel. Now, the British still exist. They especially exist in South Asia. And now the UK has returned the favor, this time to Portugal, taking the Portuguese colonies in Africa. Belgium has taken a little bit in Africa as well. France has expanded into No-No Germany, taking some stuff away from Belgium and Switzerland as well. And Luxembourg has been deleted, so never mind. That doesn't mean people can't come back. As always in this game, people can be revived and end up winning at the last second. There's a lot of different Chinas over here. France has also expanded into Portugal, mainly taking their stuff. Well, I don't even really know where they took. So immediately off the bat, this is a 1940 that looks pretty unlike our World War II in our universe. Maybe France is the one that's gone fascist and a little bit crazy. Estonia has been annexed by Latvia. Maybe they can into Nordic now. And no Liberia. Okay, France, literally, we need to check on who's leading this country. Please do not tell me he has a skinny mustache. United States has expanded into neighbors, and those neighbors were really just Mexico and Canada. They didn't take that much, though. They did take, like, Vancouver, and they're approaching Alberta. They just wanted to connect their territory into Alaska. I can see that. That makes sense. And they only took one thing from Mexico. And Yugoslavia is already falling apart. We had an independent country down here. A fire has started in the United Kingdom, specifically in Antarctica. Wait, Antarctica's here? I forgot about that. I guess Antarctica is technically here. Wait, how does a fire start in Antarctica? You know what? I'm not going to ask any questions. Turkey is now expanding into the Soviet Union. This is just after World War II. The Ottomans have just fallen. Maybe they want to revive the Ottomans. Latvia's borders have shrunk as Lithuania, Soviet Union, and Finland's taken some stuff from them. Who is this? I don't even know what this nation is, but they just popped out of Saudi Arabia. And France, just like that, has gotten partitioned, which means that the UK got a lot of that stuff. Italy got some stuff. Spain got a lot of it here in continental Europe. Switzerland's looking pretty big, and the UK is back. Wait, was Ireland always united? How did Ireland get back? I guess they just got it back. I don't know. Japan has expanded into the Soviet Union, so kind of like in before World War I, they kind of got into a little scuffle. They're getting even more. Japan's taken the Siberian wasteland from them. A hurricane just hit Canada in Guinea. Where did that happen? I have to say, I really am enjoying the text over the countries. It makes this a lot easier to follow along. Every time I return to this game, it's always brilliant. Andorra gained independence from Andorra. Okay, I forgot that Andorra was even really here. Here's Andorra, then we have the city-state. It still wants to be a city-state. I guess Andorra's imperial ambitions were too much for this capital. The United States of America has established a colony in the UK, specifically in southern Africa. So it's right down here. This is former Portuguese territory. Again, the USA is going to attempt to start their own African colony. Their experiment with Liberia was obviously a failure. Oh, Canada has some of this stuff because with the fall of the French, yeah, some random countries got some stuff. Cuba was divided into neighbors. The UK got some of it. Actually, the Bahamas, Havana. There's like a city-state here. Turkey now expanding into Greece, that old rivalry again. And Norway's taking a bite out of Sweden. The UK took some territory from Spain here in Africa. And Albania has built a new tiny island in the Balkans. Welcome to Albania 2. The memes are amazing. We had one Albania, yes, but what about second Albania? And we put it right there off the coast of Italy. I didn't even know that was possible. I actually want way more of this. Oh no, the Soviet Union expanding into Finland. Not again. China has united with Tibet, so that's still gonna be... It's China-Tibet. Okay, well, at least you get some recognition now. UK taking big bites out of Belgian Congo. Just get the Belgians out of the Congo. Santa Santa Claus? Santa forced Mexico to split up into the People's Republic of Mexico and the State of Mexico. Is this a fascist and communist uprising? Please tell me Santa was the ruler of Mexico, not Santa Claus. The Netherlands took the United Kingdom's coasts. What do you mean, all of it? Don't tell me he took all of it. They didn't take all of it. They took some. Czechoslovakia has seen some independent nations arise. The British, who started this game poorly, looking better than ever. They're actually #1 in this world, and it's not even close. The Soviet Union is in 2nd place. Actually, Thailand is pretty high up there. How'd they get to 9th place? World War III has started between the League of Western Europe and the Alliance of Southern Eastern Asia. What is happening? This is getting nuts. Brazil is now neutral, so there's neutral nations. Chile is a part of the Alliance of Southeastern Asia, the United Kingdom Alliance of Southeastern Asia as well. It seems like most people are a part of this. I mean, there's a lot of nations that aren't even a part. Okay, there's the League of Western Europe. That's Spain, Italy, and then like Poland, and then just like a really powerful force that's on the side of Southeast Asia. Yugoslavia's borders have shrunk, and the Soviet Union has expanded. This is World War III, so we just skipped over the 2 there, didn't we? 24 provinces changed along the front of the League of Western Europe and Alliance of, okay, and I think it was mostly, is it here? How long does this World War keep going for? Santa forced China, the Tibet to split up. Okay, so there's no longer a union over this way. Wait, so Japan is a part of the Western European Alliance as well? So all these people just must really like, I don't know, is it Thailand? UK, even though they're in a war, are battling anyone that they can see that they want. I guess they're fighting their enemies, the Irish. Panama and Costa Rica have united. Japan and the great island of Nauru have united as well. I think that was definitely necessary. We needed that in the world. Ooh, China has now joined this Western European League, which actually makes things a lot more even. It seemed like the Blue Alliance was way out ahead, just with the USA and UK. We'll see what the Soviets do. They're neutral, but if they also join the Western Europe League, which actually is China and Japan, weirdly enough, then things might be a little bit closer. Yeah, right now, there's actually a little like point system. We can see how high up they are, but individually, the UK is still very high. Wow, individually, the UK is stronger than this whole faction, this Western Europe faction. That's a little ridiculous. 24 provinces have changed along the front of Western Europe and the Alliance of Southeastern Asia. The lowlands are just a complete border gore mess. A fire just started in Portugal, and they pretty much lost like thousands of square miles. That's a huge fire. The UK just got partitioned. Wow. And that means that everyone gets a little piece of that. That is the biggest thing of the game. So now the UK is just been wiped off the face of the earth. The Soviet Union is technically the strongest individual nation. They are still neutral in this world war though. But weirdly, the 2 new most powerful countries didn't really get anything out of that. Italy, Japan, Canada got some stuff for sure. An iceberg has moved onto land in the United States of America. Oh, you just lost all of California. Wow, let's not make too many people's dreams come true now. Meanwhile, the United States borders have just shrunk. Wow, shrunk? They're dead. The United States of America's borders shrunk. I don't even know where the US is anymore. Interesting that this state of Mexico, I think, is that the fascist state? I think this might be the fascist side, got most of the south, and then Canada got all the north. 11 provinces have changed along the front so far in the World War. I mean, actually more than just that. The League of Western Europe expanded into other alliances. Okay, the Western Europe Alliance is now way more powerful. Oh wait, no, they've always been more powerful. Okay, it's pretty one-sided at this point. Chile took islands from Argentina. Are we talking about the main? Yep, we are talking about the main islands. So without Britain here, Argentina still can't hold down the Falklands. Now it's going to be Chile that takes that. Japan Nauru took Australia's coast, and we're talking about literally all of it. And iceberg now moved onto the land in Thailand. Thailand, who's being pretty strong. They actually didn't lose too much stuff with that. They're going to get that back. Look how huge South Africa has gotten down here. China expanding into the fall of like whatever India is now. It's hard to even explain what India is. It's Tibet and Nepal that got most of India. And now Italy has just gotten partitions. So Italy is gone, which I thought was like their strongest member in that alliance. Yugoslavia still survives. Canada's expanded into the fascist part of Mexico. Turks and Caicos got a bunch out of America. The Alliance of Southeastern Asia gave the ultimatum to Poland. They refused and got invaded. So Poland is now just gone. Poland is gone completely? You killed Poland. 6 provinces in the League of Western Europe got hit by missiles from the United States. Where even is the US? I know they have like some islands. Oh, you know what? They might be in Africa. No, they got kicked out by South Africa too. I know they still exist. I just have no idea where. Is it just like Puerto Rico or something? Finally, South America is doing a little bit of something. Soviet Union is now expanding into neighbors, and they're mainly going through the Caucasus Mountains. Luxembourg got given a present by Scotland. Luxembourg I thought didn't even exist for a second. Scotland actually controls most of the British Isles. Where is even Luxembourg at? I don't know how they exist. Did somebody just nuke Europe or something? I know a couple missiles got dropped again. Southeastern Asia faction just gave an ultimatum to both Venezuela and Belize. Belize decided to join Venezuela, finally refused and got invaded. How is the US still in 10th place with 99 provinces? I still don't know where those are. Yugoslavia took Albania's coast. No, they took Albania too. Saudi Arabia just got annexed by Mongolia. Mongolia is coming back with their own little Mongolian empire. So Japan and Nauru getting even bigger. Germany has just been divided into neighbors. This world war doesn't even need Germany. League of Western Europe still very strong. Although, wait, it's going back and forth. It's actually pretty much a stalemate. Wait, Ethiopia just united with Mongolia. There's some pretty big forces that are still remaining neutral in this conflict. The Soviet Union just got annexed by Romania, which means Romania is now the biggest force in Southeast Asian faction. It's like that. Mongolia and Ethiopia has just collapsed. They didn't even give that up to anyone. They just collapsed straight up. Look how close it is. It's very much tied, this war. And there's now some sort of new civil war in Yugoslavia. Okay, we really don't want to see that happen again. Please, no, please. World War III has ended with the League of Western Europe as the winner. Somehow they ended up coming out on top after the World War. Wow, this map is a total mess. That war messed up everything. How did they do that? I mean, South Asia factions was so strong too. It started with Japan and China joining one side. So now everyone is neutral again, or will they remain? Does the neutrality part not matter? I'm sure there'll probably be another world war that pops up. I gotta figure out what exactly is going on here. We have no Egypt, but a city instead. Iran is still alive. I think Romania might be one of the strongest forces in the world. Italy is just gone. Italy, yeah. I did not think that this would be so unrecognizable. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I knew that it was gonna be slightly unrecognizable. Canada took islands from Scotland. There's a lot of people that I did not expect to show up. They're like making cameos, like the Kalmar Union here in Denmark. Ooh, Canada and Japan/Nauru getting into it. The communist Mexico has almost taken over all of Mexico. Peru, rightful area in Ecuador, revolted to join Peru. Peru, rightful area, joined from... What? Romania expanding into neighbors even more? Why is no one taking this land, this collapsed land? South Africa just got partitioned, which means a ton of new countries have just popped up, Zambia being one of them. Canada's just straight up collapsed now, which means that, is the US back? The USA is now back, and then we have Canadian provinces over here. No. Japan and China just united. Japan, China, and Nauru. I can't forget about all-powerful Nauru. Love that. The JCN. And now they're expanding into Romania. This is getting crazy. They're now the #1 nation after they did that. Romania's 2. Someone's got to stop the vampires at some point. Finland has been divided by neighbors. Mostly Romania got that. Iran just got annexed by Afghanistan. And I believe the union just completely fell apart. Yeah, the union, that huge union with China, Nauru, it all is gone. I can't believe you've done this. So it's just even more of a mess over here. Australia is back. Some places have come back. What are the Cascades? I forgot about that. Oh, Ethiopia did come back. So did Italy. Wait, Italy's still here? France took islands from the UK. I thought so many of them were dead, and now the US has been partitioned. Are we gonna see some states pop up? Yes, we just did. So look at the chaos in North America now. We have Colorado, British Columbia, Yukon, Greece just collapsed too. Turks and Caicos down here in the deep south. Wait, how did France get so much in East Asia? France is not even a European country anymore. They're like Asian. And there goes the fall of Romania, which means France got so much of that. Also, Indonesia got a lot of this. I don't know where Indonesia came from. Look at this huge, thick Lithuania. Also a big, thick Czechoslovakia as well. China gained their independence from Beijing. How does that work? Now France is gone. Yeah, so these territories are staying uncolonized. If you collapse like that, the wasteland doesn't come back. Ooh, the 2 S nations, Spain and Switzerland. Switzerland is living in Spain without the S. Oh man, the fall of Yugoslavia. I love that the island still stays there. Wait, that was just one side of Yugoslavia. There's still an imperial Yugoslavia. How is it that this map looks even more messy than when we started? There's like more and more new, Santa's workshop in Beijing blew up. I'm trying not to laugh at that. That's incredibly sad. I'm sorry. Turkey's gone. There's no Ottoman Empire for you guys. Oh man. Oh man. Norway's gained their independence from this wait, maybe they didn't. Kalmar Union's looking okay. Indonesia really powerful. Actually, there's been a lot of nations that have just died. They were strong at first and then they just disappeared. What is this huge Cascade country? Czechoslovakia is the strongest power in the middle of Europe. I like how quiet Australia has stayed this whole time. And there goes Czechoslovakia. Again, a lot of getting to the Cascades. Indonesia has gotten partitioned. I can honestly say this is like the most chaotic battle royale I've ever seen. Like, it just gets more and more wild. I'm wondering if it's because this is an older mod in a newer update. So this has just been absolutely like, it's seriously been nuts. Manila's here. I think Beijing's here when China popped out of Beijing. Or maybe, wait, there's Beijing. It's like city-states. I don't think it's a city-state. Greece gained independence from the Republic of Bulgaria. Ireland establishing a coast in the Middle East. Yemen's getting eaten. Big ol' hurricane comes down from Greenland and then it just disappears back into the North Pole. Oh, that's a weird one. New York York and Philadelphia. New York and Philly made a little combined union. The Sahara Empire now controls all of Egypt. I love how we started this in World War II, and the world is now completely unrecognizable from that. We've actually ended up with more nations, like twice, or I don't even know, maybe 3 times as many countries than we started with. I've never seen anything like that. If you'd like to make a mod for this game, Earth Royale, and upload it to the workshop, I might play it. And big thanks to my patrons. Drew, I'm stalking you and will kidnap you December 27th, 2022. DJ McSkillet,
Fat Norwal.
Drew's Argentinian
$20 is a lot.
Bring back
Evan Price.
Good old Raya,
Isaac Kilgore
Luxembourg,
is
Noah
dead.
Gamer,
Biotic,
Bassall
Orton
69,
5610,
Patrick,
Fresh,
Robert
Animation,
E,
Rye, the
Scottish
Pie,
Toki, if you hear this, I love you. The
Lithuanian
Mexican
Combo.
60,
And why am I doing this?